Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into the messy, really complicated world of construction project management.
It's famously chaotic.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you've ever managed any kind of project, even just a bathroom remodel, you know the deal. It's just pure chaos.
You're juggling spreadsheets, you're chasing down subcontractors on the phone.
Arguing about change orders, trying to remember if that one permit got filed 2 months ago. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So we've gotten a look inside this integrated system called AgentPM, and it really shows, I think, a completely new way of doing things. This software is trying to tame all that complexity by, using AI to connect everything, the money, the schedule, the legal docs, the people.
All of it.
So our mission today is to really unpack that integration. We're going to look at the data points that jump out from like a big picture revenue view all the way down to the performance stats of a single plumber.
Right.
We want to understand what it looks like when every single piece of a business is connected, analyzed, and, ready for an AI to step in.
And this is so much more than just another piece of software. It's a real strategic shift.
How so?
Well, for years, the focus has just been on, digitization.
Yeah.
Getting things off paper and onto a screen.
Sure.
But this represents a move from what I'd call reactive management to proactive intelligence. You're not just reacting to a budget overrun from last week.
You're seeing it coming.
The system is predicting the risk of that overrun before you even order the materials.
Oh.
It just fundamentally changes the job of the project manager.
Okay, let's unpack that. I think the best place to start is where any manager would, the main dashboard.
The command center.
The unified command center,
Yeah.
When you log in, it's designed to push the most urgent stuff right to the top.
It really is like the command deck of a starship. It shows you where the torpedoes are coming from.
It's all about filtering noise to find the signal. I mean, the amount of data is just overwhelming, but it boils it all down to these alerts.
And the number that jumps out immediately is 108. 108 AI alerts or issues detected. 108. And just think about that. Can a human manager really track over 100 different, minor risks at the same time?
No way. It's impossible.
Impossible.
And the dashboard flags what's actively in danger. So out of 5 active projects, 2 are marked inspection at risk. That's a huge red flag.
That's your top priority for the morning right there.
Exactly. And it also shows 5 visits scheduled for today, including 3 new leads. So it's not just managing current jobs, it's pulling in the sales pipeline too.
And that whole flow is just built for speed. Look at the AI action section right there. Instead of seeing an alert, thinking about it, and then opening up your email, the system gives you one-click buttons. Call subcontractor, send update to client.
Schedule inspection. Even auto order settings.
It connects the problem directly to the solution. It's taking out all those little administrative steps in between.
And that kind of instant action only works if your communication is totally integrated, which brings us to the call screen. Every single text, every interaction is logged right there.
This closes the communication loop, which is historically just a black hole in project management.
Total black hole.
Look at this exchange with Craig Walton, the plumber. He texts, "I'll arrive in about 20 minutes." That message isn't lost on his phone. It's stamped right into the project's timeline.
And here's the critical part. His next message is, "I have updated the client."
Yes.
That confirms a key step managing the client's expectations is done. The project manager doesn't have to call the homeowner to see if they know the plumber's running a little late.
Right. In the old way of doing things, the plumber's late, so the client calls the general contractor who then has to call the plumber. The whole system just grinds to a halt.
And everyone's frustrated.
Everyone's frustrated. Here, the subcontractor can update the client directly, and at the same time, let the project manager know it's been handled. The PM is no longer the expensive middleman for every little update.
This is where it gets really powerful because we move from just managing things to predicting them. The AI assistant is the real core of this platform.
This is where the system really earns its keep. The AI isn't just flagging that you missed a deadline.
It's flagging that you're about to miss one.
Exactly. And we can see 3 high-priority alerts here that are, they're just crucial for any manager.
Okay, so the first one, project deadline risk for the kitchen renovation.
And that is not a simple calendar reminder. That's the AI cross-referencing everything, labor hours, material lead times, maybe even the historical performance of the specific subs on that job.
And concluding that the finish date just isn't realistic anymore?
It's a sophisticated dependency map. So if the winter delivery is delayed by 2 days, the system instantly calculates the ripple effect on the drywallers, the painters, the final inspection. and it pushes that deadline risk right to the top of your list.
Okay, the second one. Budget overrun warning for the bathroom remodel. This one hits the bottom line directly.
A direct threat to your profit. It's probably comparing the costs being logged in real time, labor hours, material invoices, against the original estimate, and it's flagging that drift.
And the value is catching it early.
Oh, absolutely. If the AI sees the price of tile just spiked or the electrician logged 3 extra hours yesterday, it warns you now, not next month when the bills are all due.
So you have time to actually do something about it.
You can talk to the client about a cheaper option today. You can find another supplier. You have options.
And the third alert is maybe the simplest, but it can be a total job stopper. Missing permit for the deck construction.
A human might have that on a sticky note somewhere on their desk.
Right, which falls off.
The AI is checking the project type against the required permits for that specific town or county. And if that document isn't uploaded and approved, boom, red flag. It's incredible risk mitigation.
But the aha moment for me is that it doesn't just diagnose the problem. You can then ask the AI for suggestions.
It moves you to the solution phase instantly. For that budget overrun, the AI might suggest a preferred vendor you have a discount with, or it might just automatically draft a change order for the client to approve.
It takes you from problem to solution in like seconds. So let's pivot a bit to how this all plays out in the field. When we look at the project portfolio, you see these projects, basement finishing, kitchen renovation, deck construction, all at exactly 82% completion.
And that 82% figure is really significant. It's not just a manager's gut feeling.
No, it's calculated.
It shows the system is aggregating progress from multiple sources. It's probably a weighted average of, say, milestones completed, hours logged against the budget, and materials used. It's a much more holistic view of done.
It's a real, tangible, cost-weighted progress report. But to keep that level of precision, you need incredibly tight scheduling. And the calendar view, it just shows how granular the planning is.
Oh, yeah. Look at the detail for December 2025. You've got material delivery on the 15th, then client preparation on the 16th, a progress meeting on the 18th.
And the final walkthrough on the 22nd?
Every single one of those is a dependency for the next. If that material delivery on the 15th slips by a day,
the AI immediately flags that project deadline risk we saw earlier.
Exactly. The whole system is connected. It forces you to plan in a really detailed, sequenced way.
Okay, so let's talk about the people actually doing the work. The subcontractors. The system uses that same data-driven approach on them. Let's go back to Craig Walton, the plumber. He has an overall rating of 82.
This is such a powerful feature. It just removes all the vague subjectivity from performance reviews.
Yeah.
A manager isn't just saying, oh, Craig's pretty reliable.
No, they have hard data.
Hard data broken down into specific metrics that actually matter for the business.
So for Craig, his metrics are 99% on-time arrival. That's fantastic.
Incredible.
100% photo documentation, so he always takes the progress photos he's supposed to. Great for liability. And an 87% job success rate. Very solid.
But then you see it.
The red flag. Communication speed, 74%.
And that metric is so vital. It's probably tracking how quickly he responds to messages in the app. A 74% suggests there are some real delays there.
And that one lower score is likely the source of other problems, right? If Craig is slow to communicate, that creates scheduling headaches, which wastes time and, costs money.
Precisely. That 74% isn't just a number. It's a quantified risk factor that feeds directly into that project deadline risk alert we were just talking about.
It all connects.
It allows the manager to have a completely objective conversation. It's not, hey, you're hard to get a hold of. It's, Craig, your 74% communication speed is costing us an extra $400 in rescheduling time per job. How can we fix that?
It links behavior directly to the financial outcome.
Yes.
Which brings us perfectly to the money side of things. Let's look at the back office integration. The financial dashboard for May 2024 tells the story of the whole business's health.
The top line numbers are strong. Total revenue of over $500,000, 24 deals closed, and critically you see that $62,500 in invoices pending.
So the manager has a live look at cash flow and what's outstanding. And the cost breakdown is where the project data really hits the P&L statement. Total costs of $467,000, and you see exactly where it went. Labor, subcontractors, permits, and fees.
That level of detail is everything. By tracking costs that tightly, the system can calculate a net profit of $61,420 and that 11.6% profit margin.
Which is a number you can trust.
A number you can trust. And in construction, margins are thin. Keeping that 11.6% is a constant fight. So the AI acts like a margin protector, catching those little cost overruns before they eat away at your profit.
And linking finance to the legal side is the next piece. The documents and legal sections centralize all that contractual and regulatory paperwork.
Which is a massive time sink.
A huge one. We see everything organized here. Estimates, proposals, contracts, permits, building plans.
And the legal integration is a game changer. You see templates for subcontractor agreements, statements of work.
Or SOWs,
Yep.
which is basically the detailed rule book for what work is being done, for anyone who's not familiar.
It's the legal definition of the deliverables, yeah. And you've also got NDAs, change order agreements.
And then there's the ultimate button, generate contract, all.
Right. If the AI already has the project scope, the client's name, the payment terms, it can just compile the whole legal package.
So no one has to spend 3 hours copying and pasting in Microsoft Word.
It standardizes the whole process, which reduces human error and cuts down on legal risk. It just treats legal docs as another automated task.
Okay, so let's move to the actual supply chain. The vendor list is integrated with suppliers like HD Supply and Lowe's Pro.
Which lets you order directly from your Pro accounts. It just tightens that whole loop and minimizes delays. If the AI sees you're about to run out of something, it could prompt a purchase order right then and there.
But the really next-gen thing here is the marketplace feature. This turns staffing into a real-time activity.
It's dynamic staffing. You're not just relying on your usual roster of subs who might be busy.
Right.
If your kitchen remodel needs specialized electrical and plumbing work, it's estimated here at $15K to $25, you can post that job to the marketplace instantly.
And you get competitive bids.
You get competitive bids, and you ensure the project is staffed based on who's available now, not 2 weeks from now. It's like an internal gig economy for the construction trade managed by the AI.
Optimizing for availability and cost at the same time.
Exactly.
So finally, let's look at who all this efficiency is for. The client. The client portal seems designed to completely change that relationship. It's all about transparency.
And transparency is the best cure for client anxiety.
It really is.
The client can log in and see that their kitchen renovation is at 100% progress. Not because the PM told them, but because the underlying data proves it.
And they have full visibility into the next steps. They can see the exact sequence, final inspection is current, then the electrical walkthrough, then paint touch-ups. They know what's supposed to happen next.
And this kind of visibility encourages better communication. We see the client, Samantha, asking about an electrical finish right in the portal. The whole conversation is tracked and visible. It just manages expectations proactively.
So if we step all the way back and try to summarize the main insight from AgentPM, it's really about creating this continuous feedback loop.
It is. The operational data, like that 74% communication speed or delayed delivery, it feeds directly into the financial outcomes, and it's what triggers those predictive AI alerts.
So the biggest change is that the human manager isn't just putting out fires all day.
No. They spend way less time reacting to crises and more time acting strategically on predictions. The system catches the threat, the deadline risk, the budget risk, the missing permit, and pushes the necessary action to the human.
It elevates the manager's role.
It moves them from being an administrative chaser to an executive decision maker.
So here's a final thought for you to chew on. When a system this sophisticated can not only tell you what's about to go wrong, but also suggest the precise, actionable fix like automatically drafting a legal contract or finding a new sub in the marketplace, what happens to the traditional role of the human project manager? Does the job just become supervising the AI, making sure its recommendations align with the bigger picture? I mean, are we seeing the very definition of what it means to be a manager start to shift in the face of this kind of integrated intelligence?
A very good question.
That's all the time we have for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.